Today we will start our lecture by just briefing what we have seen in last lecture. We have just started the distribution system, and today we will just go for the conveyance system somehow, pumps and valves, which may be there as an 1 mark question. So without wasting much of the time, I'll just go for the points that we are going to see. Uh, mm, Fine. Yesterday we have seen distribution systems, the requirements of distribution system, and then what was the layout regarding it. I have already told you that whenever we have the whole water supply system, there will be a sections over there, and in that section, each and every part will be connected by the transmission systems. So the transmission system or the conveyance system is nothing but what the area or the arrangement which is going to connect or which is making your water flow from one place to another place, whether it may be related to uh, surface sources or intake structure or treatment plant, whatever it is. There will be a two stage type of transmission or transportation of water, one from the source to treatment plant, and next will be treatment plant to distribution system. So though we have discussed four different locations of or four different patterns or points of whole water supply system, this conveyance system will have bifurcation into only two stages. One stage is water from sources to treatment plant, and second will be water from treatment plant to distribution system. Now in this conveyance system we need to have three support systems. First is pumping system, second is your wall system, and third will be the piping material or the pipelines. Okay, so we will start with the pumping systems, or why we require these pumps and all. As we have already seen the methods of distribution system, there we have two methods which are supporting or which are dependent on the pumps over there. One method was a complete pumping system method, and second method was a combine form, that is gravity plus pumping. So for these two main methods you need to have a pumping arrangement over there. That's why you required pump for your distribution system. So as we are looking for distribution system, this word will not only contain only distribution part, it will contain the distribution plus transmission. Okay, so for this both distribution and transmission, we will be having pumping over there. Okay, so for that we need to have pump with us. The pump is the device which is converts the mechanical energy into hydraulic energy, and which helps us to lift the water from lower levels to the higher levels. So we require this pump. So the pumps are employed in the water supply projects at the various stages for the following purposes: to lift the raw water from the wells, to deliver the treated water to the consumer end with a sufficient pressure is very important, to supply pressure water for fire hydrants, to boost up the pressure in a water mains, to fill the elevated overhead water tanks, or you may go for reservoirs, to backwash the water, the pumps to pump the chemical solutions for the treatment plant. So for this, plenty of different purposes are there for which we required pumps in our whole distribution as well as conveyance system. Now, what are the different types of pumps we are having? These will be based on three different things. First is based on mechanical principle on which the actual pump is working, principle of pump work. Next is based on the type of service. Next one is based of requirements, on which requirement we are using that particular pumps. Okay, so first is based on mechanical principle used. We have four main pumps which are actually working on field for your distribution and conveyance system. So, though there are plenty of different pumps designs are available, these four things are very important because these are generally used on field for the distribution of water and transmission or conveyance of water. So on the basis of this mechanical principle, we have displacement pump, then centrifugal pump, and airlift pump. In displacement pump, we have two different bifurcations: reciprocating pump and rotary pumps. Okay. On the basis of services, we have low lift pump, high lift pump, deep well pumps, and booster pumps. Now, these are based on services. For example, if I want to go for pumping of water from low areas, then I need to go for low lift pump. So whatever the pressure requirement is there, that is quite less, and the variation of heads is quite less. So you can go for low lift pumps. Exactly opposite high lift pumps. Next one is deep wells. So if you want to go for very डाउनस्ट्रीम मतलब बहुत ही डेप्थ में से अगर आपको पानी ऊपर निकालना है, then you can go for this deep well pumps. Last basic classification is based on the power requirement, whether that pump is working on a steam, diesel, or electricity. On that, they have bifurcated this one as a steam engine pump, then diesel engine pump, and then electrically driven pumps. Majority of the pumps that we are using for distribution and conveyance is an electrically driven pump. So this last option, that we are using it in a majority of the days. Okay. And in this, based on service pumps, we are using low lift pumps and high lift pumps majoritarily for your distribution system. And this one, mechanical used, based on mechanical principle used pumps. Four of these pumps can be utilized according to the requirement of your distribution system as well as conveyance system. So we will see one by one the pump details. First is reciprocating pump. Now these pumps are having a special arrangement in them. In that arrangement, they have one cylinder, they have a piston rod, and this piston rod is connected with a connecting rod towards a crank. Crank is nothing but what? One circular chip like thing which is going to revolve 360 according to the moment of the piston. If piston is moving forward, this will again rotate with the help of this connecting rod. Let's just have one picture or the video regarding the working of this reciprocating pumps. Positive displacement and negative displacement, these are the two subtypes of them. I hope it is working. Yes. See, this piston is moving to and fro. आगे की ओर जाता है, पीछे की ओर जाता है. When it is goes in a forward direction, your water will be supplied to the discharge pipelines. If it is moving backward, then whatever the water is there, it will be suction over there, and it will take the water from your delivery pipeline. So its to and fro motion is both in a ways in helping the water to lift and as well as deliver the water into a discharge pipelines. So piston moment is again very important. This piston moment is helped with carried out with the help of this rod connections, and then this shaft movement. Okay, so likewise your reciprocating pump is going to move. This example or this video is particularly related to uh, positive displacement. Okay, so likewise your reciprocating pump is going to Prapti Dudal is raising hand. Prapti, do you have any problem over there? Am I audible, Prapti? Okay, fine. She may not be having any problem. So this is related to reciprocating pump. I hope you all are getting the points, whatever we are discussing. Say yes or no if you are getting all the points. Hello. Are you all people connected? Okay, I got the answer. By mistake, Zalo. Okay, no problem. Fine. So we will move forward. Reciprocating pumps we have done. So in reciprocating pump, what is a majority thing is piston movement. This piston movement will help you to suck your water from the sucking pipeline, and then it will deliver the water into a delivery pipeline. Okay. Next type is rotary pumps. Now here again, the same principle is there. In a reciprocating pump, you have a crank which is going to rotate according to your piston. But here in a rotary pump, you have uh, two wheel like structure. These are gears, or you may call this two gear movement will lift the water from your sources or anywhere you're having a source over there. So by rotation of that gear, the suction will create, and through that suction your water from your reservoir towards the discharge pipeline that will be rotated. Again, we will go for some of the videos regarding rotary pumps. Yes, like this. This wheels are going to rotate 24 hours, and according to this rotation, the suction is going to generate where the green arrow is shown. Okay, at the place of green arrow, their suction is generated, and because of this suction, during this red arrow place, you are going to have a discharge pipeline over there. So this wheel movement or wheel motion is actually making the water to flow from your source to the delivery pipeline. Okay. So next, these are the two ones. Next one is centrifugal pump. Centrifugal pump is the pump which is actually majoritarily used in many of the ways. Here the centrifugal action, generated by the impellers are making the water to flow from one place to another place. Voice video is not visible. Video is not visible. Okay, I'll move back and I'll show you what was the videos over there. I'll go for reciprocating pump. Let me just share this one. Are you now able to see this thing? But the video is visible right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So this video is related to reciprocating pump, whatever I was talking about. So here you have a piston over there, which is rotating with the help of connecting rod. So when it is going back, it is going to generate the suction, and because of that suction, that particular water is lifted up, and when it is going forward, the water is again going to be discharged into a discharge pipeline. Okay, I hope you understand through this video. This video is specifically for reciprocating pump. Okay, next one that we have seen. Next video we were talking about is rotary pumps. Are you able to see these rotary pumps? In a rotary pump, this two wheel structure, this two wheel structure will be basically, hello. These two structures of wheels are going to generate the suction at the green arrows, and then red arrows will be providing the water to the discharge one. I hope you are able to see this video right now. If yes, please do have a chat with me. Yes or no? Video dislike, aha,
Yes,
rotary
ma'am.
pumps. Okay, fine, go. Thank you. Go for the next, reciprocating pump. Okay, now this one is related to centrifugal pump. So this rotation part over here is known as impellers. These impellers are forcing these impellers are creating the centrifugal forces over there, and due to which the water will be lifted from your sources and then delivered it to the discharge pipeline at the same time. Okay, so that's why see, the maintenance is quite less for the centrifugal pump. They are quite openly operated by everyone over there. Okay, so this one is maximally utilized everywhere. Fine. So this is related to your centrifugal pump. Fine. So next we will go for airlift pumps. सेंट्रिफ्युगल पंपचं कळलंय कसं करायचंय. ह्याच्यामध्ये इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट किंवा जो काही त्यांचा मेन हार्ट आहे, दिस हार्ट इज नथिंग बट इम्पेलर. Impeller is casted inside one maybe you called as a covered sheet. That covered sheet is known as casting. Okay, हे जे कास्टिंग आणि इम्पेलर हे दोन गोष्टी ज्या आहेत सेंट्रिफ्युगल पंप मधल्या, these are quite important to have a actual working best working principle for this centrifugal pump. Okay, next one is airlift pump. How this airlift pump is going to work? This will work like this. It is just like we are just need to provide one particular compressor which is generating your air supplies. We are forcing that particular air pipe, sorry, compressed air through air pipe, and this air will lift the water from your reservoir and it deliver to your delivery system. Okay, so here is a simple arrangement over there. हे असं arrangement एक compile केलेल्या component मध्ये place केलं जातं आणि हे तुम्ही तुमच्या लोकेशन्स वरती लावू शकता. दिस इज अ स्मॉल अरेंजमेंट. हे प्रत्येक वेळेस वापरलं जाईलच असं नाही, पण यू कॅन हॅव दिस पर्टिक्युलर ऑप्शन फॉर युअर पंप. ओके, कॉम्प्रेस्ड एअर तुम्हाला तुमच्या सोर्स मध्ये प्लेस करायचंय. You need to make a way through a air pipeline for this compressed air. This compressed air will lift your water or displace your water from their location towards your discharge pipeline. Okay, so this was related to airlift pumps. So these are the four main air pumps which are commonly utilized for our distribution system. So next we will have, oh sorry, I have given the answer already. So I hope you understand these types of pumps, four main types, which I have already covered right now. First is centrifugal pump, next is rotary pumps, reciprocating pump, and then airlift pumps. हे जे diagrams आहेत, हे same diagrams तुम्ही तुमच्या युनिव्हर्सिटीच्या एक्झामिनेशन साठी पण ड्रॉ करू शकता. Okay. So we will solve one particular question over there regarding these pumps. I haven't found any of the questions related to pumps in actual GATE examination. So these questions are from practice questions from some of the GATE books. So the commonly used hand pump is known as option number 1, centrifugal pump, B, reciprocating pump, C, rotary pump, and axial flow pump. So the answer I have already given. Still, you can try to give the answer over there. Reciprocating pump. Now, how the reciprocating pump will be there for this hand pumps? Anybody can explain? See, inside that particular hand pump, if you imagine the hand pump, inside of it, in a vertical direction, inside it, you will have one piston over there. And whenever we just move our hands, that movement will give that particular connected rod to the piston to uplift the particular water, and then that water is delivered. जेव्हा आपण वर खाली करतो, जो काही तो बाहेर दिलेला आपल्याला रॉड आहे, ते मूवमेंट ऍक्च्युली पिस्टनला कनेक्ट केलेलं असतं आणि ते पिस्टन तुमचं सक्शन जनरेट करून परत तुम्हाला पाणी जे काही आहे ते वरती आणून देऊ शकतं. ओके, दॅट्स वाय द हँड पंप आर द टाइप ऑफ reciprocating pump. You may in a detail go for positive displacement reciprocating pump. Okay, next question. Reciprocating pumps are suitable for low discharge and high head, high discharge and low head, low discharge and low head, high discharge and high head. What will be the answer? You may just guess. low discharge and high heads. See, let's take an example of this hand pump itself. Whatever energy you are providing over there, that energy was quite, good, but as compared to energy provided and the movement you have given to that particular rod, that discharge was not that much. Okay, प्लस तुमचं रॉडचं मोमेंट जेव्हा संपतं तसंच तुमचा डिस्चार्ज पण संपतो. फाईन, म्हणजे तुम्हाला ऍट अ टाइम जी एनर्जी आहे ती दिल्या दिल्या जो काही तुमचा डिस्चार्ज आहे तो तितक्या सफिशियंटली मिळत नाही. दॅट्स वाय low discharge is recommended for this reciprocating pump with high head. Okay, fine. So this is related to centrifugal pump. Next we will go for the types of valves. Okay, there are 6 main types of valves which are basically utilized in everywhere for distribution system. See, there are plenty of types of valves which are there inside the market, but we are specifically talking about distribution system only. Okay, सो या 5 ते 6 प्रकारच्या वॉल्स आहेत ज्या फक्त तुम्ही डिस्ट्रीब्युशन आणि कन्व्हेन्सच्या वेळेस तुमच्या डिस्ट्रीब्युशन सिस्टीम मध्ये प्लेस करू शकता. ओके, काल जे आपण लेआउट्स पाहिले त्या लेआउट्स मध्ये ज्या कुठल्या वॉल्स तुम्ही वापरू शकता त्या वॉल्स म्हणजे डिस्ट्रीब्युशन रिलेटेड वॉल्स. ओके, सो देर आर 5 मेन टाइप्स ऑफ वॉल्स दॅट वी आर गोइंग टू सी वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट टाइप इज बटरफ्लाय वॉल. ओके, बटरफ्लाय वॉल मध्ये काय होतं, देर इज वन फ्लिप इनसाइड. ओके, त्या वॉलच्या मध्ये एक फ्लिप आहे जी फ्लिप तुम्ही मॅन्युअली ऑपरेट करू शकता. इट विल ओपन ॲज वेल ॲज क्लोज बाय मॅन्युअल ऑपरेशन. ते फ्लिप जे काही आहे ते 180 or 90 डिग्री मध्ये रोटेट होतं and likewise it will just work over there. Okay, so butterfly wall kasa disto and how it will work, I just show you the video about it. Okay, so this is how the butterfly wall will work. This butterfly wall may work automatically by using some of the softwares like SCADA software, or it you can manually handle over there. वरती त्याचा एक सर्क्युलर असं रोटेशन करण्यासाठी बिल दिलेलं आहे. ते फिरवलं की तुमचे हे जे फ्लिप्स आहेत ते फ्लिप त्या प्लेटचे होतील आणि प्लेट रोटेट झाले की तुमचं पाणी जे काही आहे ते पुढे फॉरवर्ड केलं जाईल. ओके, लाईकवाईज दिस बटरफ्लाय वॉल विल वर्क. ओके, next is gate wall or globe wall, I guess. Globe wall. Okay, globe wall is generally, see, this is for stopping or फ्लो स्टॉप करण्यासाठी जर कुठली वॉल पाहिजे असेल तर ग्लोब वॉल आहे. बट ग्लोब वॉल इज नॉट दॅट मच युटिलाइज. In the place of globe wall, your sluice wall or gate wall is used for opening or shutting of the flows in the pipelines. Okay, but still globe wall is also another option for maintaining the supply or maintaining the flow inside your water. Sorry, inside your pipeline. This is how the wall will work. Flow in wall अगर आप ऊपर उठाएंगे then it will allow whatever flow is there, and अगर वापस से उसको उसी के जगह पे place करेंगे it will again shut the flow to the forwarded line. Okay, next one is ball wall. Okay, this is again majoritarily used wall. Ball wall is a hollow structure. आपण एक बॉल कन्सिडर केलं तर त्या बॉलला मध्ये एक होल पाडून द्यायचं, एक सर्क्युलर होल जनरेट करायचं आणि त्या होल मधून त्याच्या मुवमेंट नुसार जर पाणी त्याच्या मुवमेंट नुसार तुम्ही तुमच्या पाईपलाईन मधलं पाणी जे काही आहे ते कंट्रोल करू शकता. दिस इज अगेन शट अँड ओपन बॉल. परत एकदा पाणी थांबवणं आणि पाणी परत एकदा पाईपलाईन मध्ये चालू करणं ह्याच्यासाठी सुद्धा बॉल वॉल तुम्ही वापरू शकता. लेट्स जस्ट सी हाऊ दिस वॉल इज गोइंग टू वर्क. Okay, if you are going to rotate this ball, it will stop. Again, rotate it, it will start. Okay, I hope you are able to see this video and understand this video. This video is quite self-explanatory how this valve is working. Now, these ball valves are generally manually handled valves. See, there is one majoritarily used advanced software known as SCADA software. This software is helping each and every operation which will be there inside your treatment plant as well as distribution system. Whole water supply system can be managed with one screen application, and that is provided by the software known as SCADA software. Okay, wall opening, wall shutting, pressure management, then pump starts, pump off, everything can be taken care by this particular software. Okay, so this was related to ball wall. Okay, next wall is gate wall or sluice wall. Now this gate wall and sluice wall, they are having a different names. First is sluice wall, gate wall, stuff off wall, stop wall. These all names are given to one wall only, that is gate wall. Okay, चार पाच नावं एकाच वॉलची आहेत, त्याचं नाव गेट वॉल्व आहे. This gate wall is specifically for stopping the water or water movement in your pipeline. Okay, फक्त एक गेट लाईक स्ट्रक्चर आहे किंवा ऑबस्ट्रक्शन आहे, जे ऑबस्ट्रक्शन तुमच्या बाकीच्या हँडल आणि बाकीच्या अरेंजमेंटला कनेक्ट केले. हँडल फिरवलं की ते जे काही गेट आहे किंवा ऑबस्ट्रक्शन आहे ते खाली सरकवलं जातं, आणि बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट you can just go for stopping the flow inside the water, inside your pipeline. Fine. So looking like the gate wall, this is how the gate wall work. ओके, वरच्या व्हील वरती डिपेंड करतं की तुमचं जे काही खालचं फ्लिप आहे किंवा ते जे गेट सारखं स्ट्रक्चर आहे ते खाली वरती होतं. खाली आलं की तुमचं पाईपलाईन मधलं फ्लो स्टॉप होईल, वर गेलं की ऑटोमॅटिकली चालू होईल. इझी टू अंडरस्टँड. ओके, सो दिस इज गेट वॉल. नेक्स्ट इज airlift valve, air release valve. Now see, gate wallचा पर्पज काय आहे तर it is going to stop the flow inside your pipeline. Okay, to have check over there, generally made up of cast iron. Next one is air release wall. Now this air release wall is specifically designed to eliminate whatever accumulated air is there in your pipeline. Okay, कधी कधी pipeline मध्ये तुमचं air traps होऊ शकतात. air trap मुळे pressure जे काही तुम्ही डिझाईन केले ते मेंटेन राहू शकत नाही, प्लस तुमचं कंटिन्युअस फ्लो ऑफ वॉटर जे आहे त्याला सुद्धा प्रॉब्लेम येतो. म्हणून पाईपलाईन मधलं एअर रिलीज करण्यासाठी दिस एअर रिलीज वॉल इज डिझाईन. Let's see how this is going to work. See, this will work like this. जेव्हा जेव्हा त्या वॉल्व मध्ये किंवा एअर तुमच्या पाईपलाईन मध्ये असेल आणि फ्लो तुमचा कंटिन्यू केलेला असेल, ते फ्लो कंटिन्यू जेव्हा होतो तेव्हा एअर जी काही आहे ती वरती पास केली जाते, अँड दिस बॉल लाईक स्ट्रक्चर इज गोइंग टू रेज upward, and your air is going to be eliminated by the ventilator provided on your wall. Okay, so this is related to your airlift wall. See, if by chance this video or this online communication stops, please resume this particular class. By chance, I don't know if it has happened. So let's solve questions over here. Huh. What will be the answer? Following case shows a water supply main for storage reservoir provided with a wall. Now, which wall will be this? कोणत्या प्रकारची wall या particular situation मध्ये तुम्ही वापराल? Most suitable. Option A, air valve, scour wall, pressure relief wall, and none of the above. Anybody like to attain this particular question? B, option B is saying. Anyone else? Okay, my answer is pressure relief valve. See, this pressure relief valve is also known as cutoff valve. आपण जेव्हा लेआउट पाहत होतो तेव्हा पहिल्या डेड एंड सिस्टीम मध्ये मी कट ऑफ वॉलचं मेन्शन केलं होतं. See, cutoff wall is nothing but what? A pressure relief wall which is located at the point where pressure is maximum. आता तुम्ही जे reservoir provide करणार आहे, that is a storage reservoir which is generally at placed at the elevation. Okay, at the start, see here, तुमचं जे pipeline आहे ते pipeline खूप लांब गेलेलं नाही आहे. It is quite nearer to your reservoir. Okay, सडनली जेव्हा खूप हाईट वरून पाणी खाली येतं तेव्हा प्रेशर जरा जास्त असतं. सो हे प्रेशर जे काही आहे ते नॉर्मल प्रेशर मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायसाठी यू रिक्वायर दिस पर्टिक्युलर वॉल. सो प्रेशर रिलीफ वॉल or cut-off wall, these are placed near your reservoir to maintain the pressure or design pressure in the further pipeline that you are going to provide. Okay, likewise this question will be asked on this wall. There are plenty of different variations regarding this wall question. One more question is there. Maths they list over there. Last time पण आपण असल्या प्रकारचं solve केलं होतं. Butterfly wall, scour wall and check wall. See, काही गोष्टी जेव्हा आपल्या वाचनात नसतात, फॉर एक्झाम्पल दिस ऑप्शन ए आपण कुठंच वाचलेलं नाहीये, तरी पण हे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह कसे करायचे त्याच्यासाठी हे पर्टिक्युलर क्वेश्चन मी इथे ऍड केलंय. आपण बटरफ्लाय वॉल बघितले, स्काउर वॉल बघितले, चेक वॉल बघितले. चेक वॉल म्हणजे आपली गेट वॉल आहे. स्काउर वॉल म्हणजे काय आहे, काल मी सांगितलं होतं तुम्हाला की पाईपलाईन मध्ये जेव्हा डेड एंड सिस्टीम असते तेव्हा सेडिमेंट जे काही आहे ते सेडिमेंट पाईपलाईन मध्ये सेटल होण्याचे चान्सेस जास्त असतात. ओके, सो अशा जेव्हा केसेस होतात किंवा असं जेव्हा तुम्ही डेड एंड सिस्टीम एखाद्या एरियामध्ये लावता तर तेव्हा जे एंड कॉर्नर्स आहेत किंवा जे एंड लोकेशन्स आहेत त्या लोकेशन्स मध्ये हे सेडिमेंट रिमूव्ह करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला स्काउरिंग वॉल जी आहे ती प्रोव्हाइड करावी लागते. So this scouring wall is going to be helping you to remove all the debris or all the sediments or settlements inside your pipeline. Fine. Butterfly wall चं मी आता तुम्हाला explanation दिलं. Check wall म्हणजे आपली gate wall आहे. So what will be the answer over here? Though you don't know what is A over there, you can answer according to B, C and D. Okay. Anyone want to answer or should I go for the answers? Someone is saying D or B maybe. Okay. So we will analyze this answer given by Mr. Gosavi. Uh, Stopping the flow, prevent the reverse of flow. So for preventing reverse of flow, I'll go for this check wall. Fine. So the answer is B. So Gosavi is having 50-50 chances of getting 2 marks over there. Answer is B, rightly mentioned by Gosavi. So first is surge, butterfly is for 2, regulating and stopping the flow. Yes, that is completely right. C, scouring wall, flows, draining and emptying the pipe sections. Good. Check wall, first one, preventing the reverse flow, obviously. जेव्हा तुम्ही फॉरवर्ड फ्लो देत असता गेट वॉल ओपन करून बंद केल्यावरती परत एकदा पाणी मागे जाणार नाही याची पण काळजी त्या पर्टिक्युलर वॉलने घेतलेली असते. ओके, सो चेक वॉलचे वेगवेगळे नाव आहेत ते सुद्धा लक्षात ठेवणं गरजेचं आहे. फाईन. सो द आन्सर इज बी ओव्हर हियर. नेक्स्ट, विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पेअर इज नॉट करेक्टली मॅचिंग? What will be the answer over here? करेक्ट नसलेलं पेअर ओळखायचं आहे. How to go for this? See, we know the air wall. Start giving the answer by knowing whatever at least you know. See, air wall आता मी explain केलं त्याच्यामध्ये होतं accumulated air ला remove करायला लागतं. Okay, so C is right. Scouring wall आता मी सांगितलं removal of sediment. D is right. So what remains is A and B option. Okay, check wall, to check water flows in all direction. How this will be? मग हे जर all direction मध्येच पाठवायचं असेल तर मग वॉल लावायची काय गरजच नव्हती. ओके, स्लुइस वॉलचं काय आहे? control flows of water through pipeline. That's why the wall is there, no? कोणती पण वॉल जी काही आहे ती जनरली फ्लो रिलेटेड असते आणि जर तुम्हाला फ्लो सगळ्याच डायरेक्शनने पाहिजे असेल तर मग वॉल लावायची गरज नाही. दॅट्स वाय द आन्सर शुड बी आन्सर ए. Okay, why only Gosai is giving answer, others are not able to give answer? Okay, fine. Again the same question, try to give the answer. Pattern related to this pumps and walls will be like this only. Okay, will not be any numerical type of question asking you to define the dimensions of these walls, pumps and pipelines also. The question will be like this only if they want to ask on pumps, walls and pipelines. Okay, so what will be the answer over here? Answer is 4. A, used for isolation. Why they have seen use for isolation is whenever you are going to have this wall, it is going to stop the flow in a further for the pipeline. Okay, gate wall. So it is going to isolate the further portion. That's why it is used for repair and maintenance. प्रत्येक layout मध्ये एखाद दुसरी तरी प्रत्येक section मध्ये gate wall असली पाहिजे. Next one, check wall. Check wall, third option.